Pyongyang, North Korea, to interview President Kim Jong-un.
This is a Fox News alert. Several theaters are reportedly now saying they will screen The Interview.
Sony Pictures will now show the movie The Interview after all.
You want us to kill the leader of North Korea?
I don't think we're going to have to worry about movie houses being blown up or theater goers being machine gunned.
The CIA would love it if you could take him out.
Well, it's true. After all the threats from North Korea and all the backlash here in the U.S., The Interview is really coming to a theater near you. Today, Sony Pictures announcing the limited Christmas release of the controversial movie, and the film's stars taken right to Twitter. Seth Rogen tweeting, quote, "The people have spoken. Freedom has prevailed. Sony didn't give up. The Interview will be shown at theaters, willing to play it on Christmas Day." And James Franco tweeting, "Celebrating The Interview, starring Seth Rogen and James Blocko, saved by President Obama." President Obama. Sorry. And joining us, former UN Ambassador John Bolton joins us. What a lead-in to this most dignified guest of On the Record. Ambassador, great to have you here with us tonight.
Glad to be with you, Kimberly.
All right, so this wasn't handled so well from the get-go, but are we getting it better now?
Well, I'm glad that Sony has found a way to release the film. I have to say, though, if you look back at the sequence, it wasn't that the movie theater chains refused to show it. Sony gave them an out by saying they wouldn't hold theaters to their commitment to air the movie, and that's when the movie chains began to pull out. I really do think, though, that this is sort of the most superficial aspect of the whole question. What North Korea did to Sony's information technology system, the implications it has for other cyber attacks, right, both in corporate America and the government. That's the real issue here, in my view.
Okay, so now what about, I think there's a lot of players involved here, and I know you know that. So there's influence here, I think, by China as well. It was very interesting development that the internet ability and telecom from China went down. All of a sudden, then threats stopped. Now the announcement of the release. What do you think's been going on behind the scenes?
Well, you know, the North Korean internet was taken down. It has roughly, it's like 1,000 server identification numbers compared to billions in the United States. It was a good thing to do. It shows why when the president, though, said we need a proportional response, there's no way to have a proportional response with North Korea simply in the cyber world. It requires a lot of other steps, tightening economic sanctions and the like. And I think the president also made a mistake by calling it just cyber vandalism. Right. I think it was much more serious than that. But I hope we're taking steps. The administration hasn't spoken to it. I think that's fine for now. Let's keep the North Koreans guessing. I think we need a very vigorous response, not simply because of this attack, but to set up structures of deterrence for North Korea and others so that would-be cyber attackers say, we're not even going to think about it.
And you make such an important point. You have to be able to call it what it is, cyber terrorism. This isn't cyber vandalism. You know, North Korea with a magic marker on Sony theater screens. And in fact, we just got some breaking news, Ambassador, that Sony has just confirmed moments ago that the film will be released in 200-plus theaters now, so that is going forward. We do thank you for your time tonight.
Great. Glad to be with you.